got a girl, Brett. She go to battle. LAD loads of the tech. I go in back of the. They all from that. My diamonds, they all look at. This, that. I go to bed on bet. I got the beam in the flats. I got it in the back. Haters, they talk the chat. They stop on the rock, I'm at. I'm a cave that. 400K. I found out where you lay at. I got the lurking and they hate cats. Pockets stay fat. I got the from the block and they scamming, they know what banks at. I got the work on the avenue, they know what tanks at. I got the live in the mansion, they know what at. I got
And, Coach, we come at you from the shores of Lake Erie. EA Sports has the coverage of the NFL from First Energy Stadium here in Cleveland, Ohio. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Miami Dolphins and the Cleveland Browns. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now they try the right side here. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards.
Detroit! Detroit!
He'll drop to throw. Going deep here for Stills. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on, third down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score gives yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to.
Looks for Parker, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 36, and his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Gone!
A first carry now for Nick Chubb. And he'll work his way inside the 30 now to the 28. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
Detroit! Here we go now.
2nd down, Mayfield. And he's got room. And he slides to avoid the hit. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue. Mayfield on 1st down. And quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. Six yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Mayfield to throw it. And he's got this one complete to Callaway. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. His first catch, good for 8 and a first down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal.
3-19!
He's going to get it running right. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
Now Mayfield on 3rd and goal. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Rashard Matthews, his first touchdown on the year. And the Browns have taken the early lead. And down near the goal line here, they're able to throw it in.
And the key word, quick. Quick hitter. Out of his hands fast, into the receiver's hands even faster.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0. Santos out now. He'll kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. So now here come the Dolphins. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Going deep here for Parker. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Well, I guess we just discovered that someone is certainly not going to sit back and just take it in this game, huh?
No, they were trying to get that touchdown back in one shot.
One shot, tried to help out his defense and let the other team know they were coming after him.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And that one falls incomplete. A 50-50 ball. A little dangerous. Could have been picked. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. They'll set up to throw. Complete to his running back, Kenyon Drake. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A gain of 39 that time. Took him 5 tries, but he is able to complete that first pass of the game.
And could you hear the exhale all the way up here? Not just from him, coaching staff, offensive line, receivers. Now he's off the schneid. Can they get him going in a nice groove where he becomes a little more consistent throwing the football?
Because you miss those first 2, but you get up the 0 for 4 range. That can be a little tricky, but able to settle in, hopefully.
Yeah, now you won't have any confidence issues. Now you got to get.
And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Myles Garrett in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Going up top. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And he will bring it out past the 20-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10. Following the interception, Mayfield. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables. Otherwise, they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, 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 and what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
The rush defense stout on first down. Here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Green 39! Green 39!
Mayfield now on 2nd down. Flush to his right. And avoids the contact by sliding. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain.
Gun! 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 Here we go now. Blue 90! Blue 90! Let's go!
3rd and short yardage. Mayfield. Looking for Landry, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. He was looking for Landry that time. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's got it up over the 40 to the 41. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for 2nd down. And they'll run it here. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Second quarter begins with the Dolphins in possession of the football. They're up against a 3rd and 2 to start things out.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gun! 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 Gun!
Back to throw here. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive position, able to affect the play.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And he'll get about 3 as he takes this up near the 25.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gone, gone. Gone, gone.
Now a second down throw for Mayfield. Forced out to his left. But in the end, the pressure too great, and he goes down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Detroit! Detroit!
Here's Mayfield. He's got his tight end in Njoku. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one goes for 29 yards on third down.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
A give. This is Chubb fighting through. Oh, breaks another. And he's across midfield and into Miami territory. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Detroit! Detroit! Hurry up, here we go. 3-19.
Throwing. Mayfield. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack. Back at the 47-yard line.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, their quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
Detroit! Detroit! Now let's go. Green 39. Green 39. Hot! Hot!
On third down, Mayfield. Eluding the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambled, but now they face a 4th down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. Out comes the Dolphin offense now as they get set to take over here. Well, they're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball to their territory.
And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. A gain of 6 there on first.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a first down.
I know we just saw a nice throwing catch, but how about the big guys up front buying that time? Yeah, that's exactly what they did. They created time and allowed the space to happen, and it turned into a really nice play.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Hurry up, here we go. 3-19. 3-19. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gone, gone. Gone, gone. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
That's going to set him back 5 yards. So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
Two minutes to play here in the first half. More from Cleveland after this.
Detroit! Detroit!
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Gets it to Gordon. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
Detroit! Detroit!
Looking to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage.
Leverage.
Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. Mayfield now. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. A boost here to start the drive. After the penalty, it's
Detroit,
1st and 5.
Detroit. Hurry up, here we go. 3-19. 3-19.
From the gun, Mayfield. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Now let's go. Blue 90. Blue 90. Hot. Hot.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Airs this out for Matthews. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
The Browns on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. Looking to hit Matthews, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Rashad Jones. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. He was looking for Matthews that time.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
On first down, Drake. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Under pressure, and he'll go down, back at the 26-yard line.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. It's caught. Stills, right side. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 6. Now back to throw. Being chased out left. On the left side, this is Stills. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. Sanders' kick is good, and they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
So we've reached intermission here in a low-scoring game. 7-3 is our score. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. The Browns are going to get the second half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here's the Browns offense now getting set to start off this third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had an ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ballgame.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
They go play action here on first down. He's going to float this one deep right side. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect.
What has not been the best game for him, but he definitely tried to get by with a little help from his friend there, trying to create a big play.
couldn't do it, fell incomplete. But you're right, hasn't been a banner game here in the second half, just trying to get going.
Big thing is trying to keep confidence up and continue to fire.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10.
All right, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
On 2nd down, Mayfield again. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver, Landry. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
The Browns on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 7.
Gone, 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 gone. Hut, hut.
Mayfield. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. So here are the Dolphins now. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance really to set the tone here in quarter 3.
They can really take charge, can't they? And this is probably how it was drawn up at the half. I think we can go inside the locker room, all right? And I think we would see up on the grease boards, stop them defensively, get the ball back from the offense, and let's go downfield and score. Seems simple, right? The last part, we have to find out if that's going to happen. But the first part worked to perfection. Did exactly what they wanted, and now their offense has to pay it off.
See if they can get the latter 50%. From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive.
Gone, 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 gone.
Right back to him on 1st down. And some space here. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That one good for 13 at a Dolphin 1st down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Now a handoff for Drake. And he'll be taken down right around the 41-yard line. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
Lucky 56.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. It's complete to Parker, left side. A very solid gain of 27. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. And they'll go on the ground. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. The Dolphins on 3rd down, just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Dolphins are in for 6. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead is now 10-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Browns offense back onto the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10.
Here we go now. 3-19. 3-19.
They begin the drive with Johnson. Spins away. Oh, what a juke into space. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. What makes a draw play like that successful?
Well, we did see where he made the first wave miss, and that was a big part of it. But a lot of it is just being actors back there, making the defense think it's going to be a pass.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. A first down throw for Mayfield. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 21. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he powers his way up past the 30. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
They'll set up to throw. He goes underneath to Ingram. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. That one good for 13 at a Dolphin 1st down.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. This quarterback now 8 of 15 through the air, but it's 1st and 10 here. And they'll go ground game here with the tailback. And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on 1st down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
Gone, 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 gone. Hot, hot.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Throw left side, complete. It's Grant. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. First target, first catch, and a 1st down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. Escaping the pressure right. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however, and let's see what that's about. So that one will be accepted. So the penalty now moves it up. It's 2nd and 10.
Gone! All right, now, look at 56.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's able to get this one down to about the 40. It'll be a pickup of 5, and that leaves him with 5 more. 3rd and 5 now.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop him. He'll look to throw. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And it's a big turnover there on the final play of the quarter. And we're back now here in Cleveland. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10. They begin this drive with Chubb. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Second down, Mayfield. Throw left side, caught by the tight end, Njoku. There he goes, left side. The 20. And they're going to get this all the way inside the Miami 15. It's a big play there for the Browns. 41 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Mayfield now on 2nd down. Dumps this to his running back, Chubb. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. The Browns passing game finding its stride. They've got another 1st down.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. The lone man in the backfield here is Chubb on 2nd and goal. They get it to him running left. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
On goal-to-goal runs, when you create lost yardage plays, the only way that happens is either called pressure or what I like to call straight-ahead pursuit. A great read, and they get to the backfield and make the play.
And that was a big chunk of yardage lost.
Now let's go. Green, 39. Green, 39. Gone.
Now Mayfield on 3rd and goal. The quick slant caught. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Rashard Matthews with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Browns have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter. No problem there on the extra point. And the lead is now 14-10. Santos out now. He'll kick it away. Defensively, you said coming in earlier in the broadcast, the magic number was 20 points for you. That's what you thought they would have to hold this offense to, or less than that. And, wow, they've done that in a big way, haven't they?
Not only have they done it, they put themselves in a great position to win this one because holding them down was paramount. They could get it done, but guess what? We see the end result. Right now, they have their eye on victory.
They're leading here in the fourth. They'll start the drive with Drake. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. He lost 6 there on the first down play.
Oh, partner, that play brought back memories. Watching them string it out, letting the runner get all the way to the sideline area, but not letting him get out of bounds. They formed that picket fence and didn't allow him through.
Not only that, got him for a loss as well here. And one of the reasons they lead in the fourth quarter, plays like that.
Yeah, it took a little more time off the clock, making him do it that way, didn't they?
They'll set up a throw. Wide open receiver complete. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4.
Detroit! Detroit!
They'll look to throw here. And it's caught by Parker. 20, 10, and all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Devontae Parker, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Dolphins have taken the lead here in the 4th. So on 3rd and medium, they dial up the pass, and it works to hit the end zone.
And it's really not a surprise to me. That's a throwing down in the NFL because of how tough it is to run the football. But what offenses like to do is still show run formations to make them respect it and throw out of those. In this case, they took a nice shot at the end zone and made it pay off.
This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. Now the Browns offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that, they had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were competent enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. Play action now. Here's Mayfield. He's going to let it fly. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. Tried to go for the big one there on 2nd down. Now they're likely down to their final 2 plays.
And you know they've got to keep going for the big shot, right? So defensively, you play what they call top down. Nothing behind you. Make everything get completed in front.
The Browns on 3rd down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 4. Back to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Dolphins have got it.
Well, that simply is a missed opportunity. They're in position. If they take the ball downfield and score, they've got a chance to win the game. Instead, they cough it up. I don't think next week at practice is going to be a whole lot of fun for him.
On the other side, no bigger time to force a turnover when you've got that small lead.
Yeah, and when you look at it from the offense's perspective, taking care of the ball is so important. I know they're going to have all kind of ball security drills in practice all next week.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
You have to give big-time credit to the cornerback on that play. Most of them like to just sit back and say, I'm playing pass. But he diagnosed that play so fast and got into the backfield for a loss of yardage. That's a monster play by a corner.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. And incomplete on the deep ball.
There's definitely contact there, but it's the 4th quarter of a kind of tight game, and sometimes officials just say, let them play. Kind of like your mom used to with you and your brothers. Just take the broom to you and send you out to the backyard and tell you to settle yourselves.
I like that, yeah. There was contact. I don't know, like you said, enough to warrant the flag. It was close, though. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. They're down here in a 1-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late-game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
They have the opportunity now. Here's the execution.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
He's back to throw. Now he's forced out left. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down.
Nice solid game there, partner, but the clock is starting to become his enemy.
Absolutely. Every second right now, more and more precious as it ticks. To the right side, and he's got Landry complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now they burn the timeout, and they're kind of in that gray area where they might be able to get 2 plays in, but maybe just 1 play left in this ball game. We'll see. He'll look to throw. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for Miami, they remain one of the hottest teams out there as the win moves them to 6-1. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Baltimore Ravens. Meanwhile, for the Browns, they fall 2 games under 500 now at 3-5. And they'll take this loss into the bye as they'll be back in action in Week 10. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
They call a podcast Poppy. Kinkos, I see they tryna copy. Diamonds in the chains, bust down wrists. And you ain't never seen no like this. What? Tell me something I don't know. What?